Alright guys, welcome back to Armviews TV, your home of everything West Ham United. I'm pleased to bring you another Football Manager experiment today, where we're going to be looking at what happens when Carlos Tevez and Javier Mascherano return to West Ham, the club they were last at in 2007. We've also put Alan Pardew in charge, so we've got the full trio of members who are surrounded with that scandal, with that controversy, and everything that happened around it. We're going to see if they improve the team, if they work well with the current squad, and basically see if they can win any trophies for the club. Without further ado, let's take a look at the video. Alright guys, so as you can see now with Football Manager loaded up, looking at the West Ham squad, we have two new players, Carlos Tevez and Javier Mascherano, transferred in from Boca and Barcelona respectively. A quick look at their value will show they're the two most valuable players at the team. And then if we have a quick look at their stats, you can see that they are very impressive, probably the two best players at the club now. And then just for good measure, as well as Tevez and Mascherano, we brought back Alan Pardew, the man who brought them to England in the first place, back in 2006, back before everything happened in their careers, right at the very beginning. We're going to see what it's like having those two talismen back at West Ham and seeing how the team do as a result. Alright guys, so we fast forwarded to the end of the January transfer window to catch up with this new look with West Ham, with Tevez, Mascherano and Alan Pardew. So as you can see, West Ham are 14th in the league, so nothing too amazing there, I think you'll all agree. If we click on the team, you can see straight away that both Tevez and Mascherano have got injuries. Luckily, that's only a minor one for Mascherano, whereas Tevez's is slightly longer. Overall, let's have a look how they have been doing so far. So, in the league, as you can see, Tevez has scored 12 goals in 23 games, which is fairly impressive. He's got an average rating of 7.03. Again, not bad at all. Mascherano, on the other hand, 7.36 is a rating. Played 16 games, so looks to be doing pretty well. If we just click on him here, you can see his value has decreased a little bit since he joined the club. But that's nothing too surprising. We look at the team and see if Alan Pardew is still in charge. He is not. It's Ian Holloway again, which happened in the last experiment. So this is obviously becoming a bit of a trend now, even with Mascherano and Tevez at the club. Ian Holloway still seems to find his way into that West Ham team. So if we have a look here, he started that just before Christmas, which means Pardew must have been sacked. If we have a look at the results, you can see that Pardew got off to a very poor start, winning only one game in his opening 10 fixtures or so. So yeah, Pardew not the man, it appears, nor was Slaven Bilic in the last experiment we did. But both times, very interesting to see Ian Holloway coming in and doing okay so far, getting a few wins. But yeah, it's interesting. Obviously, those two, they're playing well, but they haven't really set the world alight. And it'll be interesting to see if West Ham can hold on to them maybe after this next summer window. They've got them through January, so I guess that's something. But at the moment, it looks like there's still much work to do in this West Ham team. So I will rejoin you at the end of the season and we'll see how the team are doing. Alright guys, so at the final part of this video now, let's have a look at the final table in the Premier League and see how West Ham have done. So if you look here, you can see they've gone up a few places to 13th, so not too bad, nothing spectacular as I said earlier. And the fact is, when you compare that with the last experiment, where it was just a simulation without any sort of added transfers or anything like that, I think it's only an improvement of 2 places with Tevez and Mascherano in the squad, so maybe they didn't have as big an influence as we thought they may. We have a quick look at them here and go to the average rating. You can see Mascherano topped it with 7.51, played 28 games, 5 assists, so still obviously a very good season for the Argentinian midfielder. And then his teammate Carlos Tevez, you can see again 17 goals in 32 appearances, so very much a strong season for the striker. We can see how that compares with the rest of the league, but as you can see, no, obviously a very good season indeed for Tevez. So just looking at the player stats here for the overall league, you can see that Carlos Tevez was the joint 3rd top scorer with 17 goals. Rondon from West Brom topping that interestingly, but obviously a great season for him. And then key tackles, Mascherano 40, So again, very strong in that department. And overall, not a bad year for West Ham. Maybe considering they had those two high-profile signings, you'd like to see them do a bit better. But again, Pardew being sacked early on and Ian Holloway being brought in for the second experiment in a row, maybe making a bit of a mockery of the whole thing. But that's how it is, and he's doing okay. If you want to see the next season, see if we can hold on to Tevez and Mascherano, then let me know. We can submit a few more and just see if that sort of propels the team to sign more high-profile players or anything like that. If not, I will. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Alright guys, thank you very much for tuning in once again. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. I think you'll all agree that there were some pretty interesting results in there. If you want to see a part 2, let us know in the comments below, or if you have any other ideas for experiments we could do, then just leave us a comment and we will get it done. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.